Good afternoon, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Foxshire, on the show this afternoon. It's the one and only GB. All right, GB.
Afternoon, Ox. How we all doing?
Aye, mate. Looking forward to this Rangers v Hibernian semi-final of the League Cup at Hampden. Pat took me bears. Give us the team, GB.
The team for today is McGregor in goal, Tavernier, Golson, Balogun, Barisic, Kamara, Davis, Arfield, Aribo, Kent and Morelos. And our substitutions is McLaughlin, Bassey, Patterson, Lundstrom, Jack, Bacuna, Hadji, Wright and Fashion Jr.
Okay. Pretty much everybody's there bar Hollander. Everybody.
Everybody's back fitting well, mate. Aye. Mm-hmm. Yeah, strong bench, isn't it? That's a right strong bench we've got.
Mm-hmm. So, I would imagine the people feel unlucky is obviously Big Bass. He's not done a lot wrong, has he, GB?
No, he's no. His performances at that position. I mean, he's had big boots to fill in that position, Ox. But I suppose Barisic in his Croatian internationalist, so if he's fitting well, you would have him in the team all day long, mate.
Mm-hmm. And there's a bit of people unlucky, I suppose. Bacuna, the last performance was okay. Fashion Chikala, people are liking him now.
Yeah, well, he's international. Obviously, we got another hat trick. Obviously, folk would maybe look at the opposition in that game, but still, it's a hat trick, isn't it? A guy on form. But I suppose when you look at that front three, I like the kind of balance in that. You've got Aribo, Kent, and Morelos. Nice balance there. And as a wise man told me earlier on, that was a team that won as a league.
I think Mr. Fox said that. Fox said that. But we'll get Kent, and I think if it's a fit Ryan Kent, it's a different front three for the start of the season, if I'm being honest, GB.
Aye, I mean, you've got Aribo with his skills, and then you've got Kent with his proper pace. I think we've seen that in the last game, the difference in a fit Ryan Kent. And then Morelos again, hopefully he's fit and ready for the day, and gets the service. Because, again, when we give Morelos service, he is deadly in that middle of that box for us. So I'm quite happy, really happy with the front three today.
Midfield for you?
Midfield, the surprise of that is Arfield. He did come back into the fold and have a good game, and then it kind of petered out again with the following game, and then that's when obviously Bacuna came back in. But again, I don't know if it was the four or the whole B team. It's picked the team today. They must have seen something in training that showed that maybe Arfield's hungry for this game today.
All right.
And then Davis and Kamara picked themselves, buddy. And I mean, can he leave the two boys out?
Where do you sit in the Lundstrom conundrum?
I think Lundstrom is the kind of work in progress of Davis's replacement. I just think Davis always wins that position, mate, just because of how he controls the team for us in that position. He's not doing anything overly wrong, Lundstrom, but I still think he's got a lot to do to own that position rather than Davis, mate. I think you have to pick Davis all day long, and then obviously you've got Kamara there as well. So he's always going to have to show more from me to basically be in that starting 11 week in, week out. All right.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get these phone lines open and see what people think of the team. Any complaints, or everybody's happy, which will be a first.
Good to be happy that it's been a great week for the squad. So let's get into them today and get into this Old Firm final.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yes, if you could just use the team for the people joining us late, GB.
Yep, so the starting 11 is McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Balogun, Barisic, Kamara, Davis, Arfield, Aribo, Kent, Morelos, and their substitutions is McLaughlin, Bassey, Patterson, Lundstrom, Jack, Bacuna, Hadji, Wright and Fashion.
All right. I think it's a straightforward 4-3-3 with Arfield on the right, Stephen Davis in the middle, Kamara on the left, Aribo ahead of Arfield, Kent ahead of Kamara, and obviously Alfie through the middle, yeah?
Yep, aye. And hopefully that nice wee partnership that was there last season, Barisic and Kent again, Alex, that was the two of them, they clicked well together. Obviously Kent has not had much time with Bassey, but I think it's good that I think Barisic knows Kent's game more so, if you know what I mean. So that'll be a nice wee partnership doing that wing today. And Hampden's a big pitch, so it should give them a lot of space, I think.
Aye, Kent's pace. I remember the semi-final against Hearts. He absolutely destroyed them. He was excellent, but the whole team were good. But Kent was excellent. I think we all signed him then. It seems a long time ago, pre-COVID, did it?
I know, and I can mind Morelos had a good game that day as well. I know what it says. The two of them, they complement each other. The full front three today is going to complement each other. Aribo's been on good form this season. Kent looks as though he's got his pace back, and like it says, Morelos has had a rest, so there's no excuses for him up front. But again, we've got Fashion waiting there. A boy that's eager to impress. And if I look more at the bench, we've got Bacuna on form, and then even our young Patterson, who had a good international break as well. So
he sure did. When I said there was only Big Hollander missing, I was very disparaging. I forgot about Kemar Ruth, who I think's picked up an injury while away in international football.
That's right, Oxeye. Sorry, I forgot about that as well, mate. To be honest, though, I don't think he would have got the start today, mate. I think that is the strongest front three that we've got. And like I says, it does give you the balance. Is there any kind of surprises for yourself in that team? Are you surprised with any?
No, I would say on for him. I think, if I'm being honest, I think Big Bassey shades it for me for Barisic. I understand why we went for Barisic. He's more experienced. I like to think he'll get forward, be able to use what he's got. But I think Big Bassey's pushing him hard, mate, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. No, 100%, mate. I totally agree with you there. It says, and it's not as if he has done anything majorly wrong recently. It's just it's a hard thing to drop a creation. When you say a creation internationalist, it's like it says, a guy like that just slips straight back into the team, doesn't he? It'll be an interesting game today. I'm hoping that the team do go out and shows a performance and shows that there's no like a kind of hangover, a change of manager or anything like that. They've got something really to look forward to. They've got a final to look forward to if they get through this game. And to be honest with Hibs, I think it allows them to set a kind of record straight with a couple of the times that we've played Hibs. Especially in these kind of semi-finals, finals and stuff like that. I do enjoy Rangers giving Hibs a good doing.
I think support would take a lot of pleasure out of that, particularly at Hampden. The Hibs team's pretty much standard for them. Well, mate Porteous is playing, so we'll see how that
Aye, we'll see if he's got any more rash challenges in him today. You never know. But again, this the usuals, like you says, with the Hibs team. Just stay watch out for, like say, the Porteous. I don't see his Allen in. No, he's not. He's not in it. So that's I suppose that's a kind of blessing as well, because Allen does seem to make them tick a bit. But again, it's all about us, Sox, isn't it, today? It's got to be us that turn up, and it's got to be us that wants the victory.
Yeah. Rangers ladies have just finished. The game's just after 15 minutes, and Rangers are winning 1-0 against Partick Thistle. Sorry, just finished after 15 minutes. That's a victory. The game's finished, I think. That's 3 points, yep.
Brilliant, so that's them still top of the league,
Still top of the league.
Brilliant, marching on there. Well done, ladies. Yep. Well done.
Yep. Aye, good, right. We're going to let you get the team again, and then Fox will play the jingle. So let's hear the team, guys.
Okay, so the team for today is our starting 11s is McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Balogun, Barisic, Kamara, Davis, Arfield, Aribo, Kent and Morelos. And the substitutions is McLaughlin, Bassey, Patterson, Lundstrom, Jack, Bacuna, Hadji, Wright and Fashion Jr.
Yeah. Strong bench, mate.
Aye, it's been what I mean. I would say like the last season, Knox, when we had that extra couple of bodies you were allowed on the bench and stuff like that. I did like that because it gave us that kind of freedom to change the team and keep it fresh and stuff like that. And see when you see that we can put that many on our bench today, it's good. It's good for morale as well. I think them all being in amongst a semi-final, it gives them more experience as well. I don't know how would you be feeling today, Ox, about like as a new manager that's coming in? Would you be going out to impress, or would you just be going through the motions with your game and just making sure that you did your job today?
I think it's a semi-final, mate, and it's all about winning. Obviously, you always want to put a performance on as a pro, but ultimately, pro football's about getting results. So it's a team game, and if we're team play and they click and we move the ball quick and we do the right things and we're tight at the back, we'll win. There's no doubt in that, we'll win. But if we don't play, we can make it hard for ourselves.
I think we noticed that in the league game. I was sitting in a very special seat that day, and for the first 10-15 minutes, we did make it kind of hard for ourselves. But like I said, we came into that game, and I hope we kind of start on the front foot today and take it to them, because at the end of the day, I think Hibs are a kind of team that, see when they go a couple of goals down, I think that's when it defeats them a wee bit, if you mean. They know that then they're in for a hard slog for the rest of the day. So a couple of early goals would do me lovely today.
Oh, aye, all the time. I just think we have to put a performance in. I mean, talking about people who always put on a performance, not always good. But we've been joined by Andy Phillips. How are we doing, Andy?
How you doing, you two guys? You're right.
Hi, Andy.
Aye, bud. Aye. Not a bad team. The only one I would question is Barisic, but I can see why he's done it, I suppose. Tried and tested right enough, or why they've done it.
I think Bassey's unlucky, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you could say Sashin is as well. 7 goals in 3 games. So, but I wonder if he'll play Morales straight out centre forward right enough today. That'd be interesting to see. I kind of like the front line. I'm feeling that, and I like the midfield as well. So yeah, I would get up for it, and hopefully, that we get a buzz and we go semi-final. We know who's in the final, so let's go.
We know. I think most people would get my new teeth in. Most people will be surprised with the team, Andy, will they?
No, it's more or less tried and tested. Bench looks quite strong as well, so if we're getting it tight and all, could need them and all. It'd be an extra time in penalties. So yeah, I think we'll be all right though. I don't know, no bad vibes. I think it'll be tight though. You know what these are like. But no, we should. We're wanting to press a new manager and go forth. Getting that first trophy, sets us up for the start of the season. I've always said that. So let's hope we can do that. I think we can. I don't know what you guys think.
Listen, I said just before you come on, mate, I've no doubt if we play, we win. GB.
Of course, Ox and Andy. Like the team, they're strong enough to go into a final. No problem at all against Hibs. And as we're talking about the bench, I mean, it's great to see in the first 11 and the bench the amount of pace we've got back in the team. I felt for weeks in the end that we were lacking so much pace, and now when you look at that, you've got Kent back in there, and then on the bench you've got Wright, Fashion, and Bacuna's got a bit of pace about him as well. So it's good that we've got the kind of options available for us today, and even Patterson to a certain extent. That boy can shift and all. So I'm happy that the first 11 seems to be a kind of a solid first 11, and then if we're getting tired into the game, it shows that we can probably put some pace on in that. I mean, again, if Hibs are running empty and we're firing on Fashion and Wright at them in the last stages, then it could be curtains for them, mate.
Aye, listen, Andy, as I said, we play, we win. What? Oh, I don't know what's up with Andy. Hope he's alright.
Is it a dialect? Is that what you call it? If Doctor Who came in there?
I think he was doing his Norman Collar impersonation. There's one.
Maybe he was joking. Maybe he was joking. Joking,
Maybe
saying I was putting him right on.
His wife's caught up with him and she's joking him.
Class.
Oh dear, I don't know what happened to him there.
I'm sure maybe he's lost his phone. Maybe he's dropped in.
It was sounding as if he was running one of the steamrollers, didn't he?
Maybe could have get his words out.
I'm sure Fox can get him back, but right, give us a team again, GB.
So the team there is the starting 11's McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Balogun, Barisic, Kamara, Davis, Arfield, Aribo, Kent, Morelos, and the substitutions is McLaughlin, Bassey, Patterson, Lundstrom, Jack, Bakuna, Hadji, Wright, and Fashion Jr.
Strong bench, mate. Mm-hmm. You're covering all the bases, and maybe a wee bit short, maybe in the centre half area.
Yeah, aye.
Maybe that's how Bassey's in, because he covers
a centre.
Aye, because he covers more than one position. Does that make sense?
It does, aye, and it covers them, doesn't it? Aye. That's amazing, isn't it? So sometimes you're looking at the team, you're like, oh, why is he out the team? But then they've obviously sat and looked at that and saying, right, who's available? And they're saying, well, if we put Bassey on the bench, worst case scenario, Golson or Balogun pick up a wee injury, then we've got Bassey there as backup.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
You've not got that same cover if it's the other way about. It's Borner that's on the bench here.
Aye, well that's that into Borner's.
I suppose you just put Borner on and move Bassey in one. I suppose if one of the centre halves get injured.
Aye. But still, it's smart thinking, and like I say, is that they've kept a lot of the pace there on the bench. So to me, they're able to go to the bench if they need to stretch Hibs a bit in the second half. Which, I mean, what I say is the way Fashion is now, he's loving running in behind the now. And then Wright can turn it on.
I'll cut across you guys. We've been joined by Big Al. How we doing, big man?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, gentlemen?
All right.
Hi, Al. All right.